The divorce. I met my ex-husband when I was 16, he was 27. We eloped on our 1-year anniversary. He was so scared of my family that he skipped my high school graduation. I was pregnant almost immediately at 18. While I was 6 to 9 months pregnant, he informed me I had 6 months to lose the baby weight after our child was born. This was on top of the abuse that was already happening. We fought physically, often, which honestly wasn't much different from the home life I'd left behind. After the baby was born in the spring, he was never around. I'd have to walk over 3 miles for diapers and supplies because he wouldn't buy them. The brawls continued. When the baby was about 18 months old, I noticed he was staying out later and acting differently. I went through his work things, found a number he was always calling, and tracked down her home address. I realized she was someone he had already brought to our house, lying about who she was. Sometime later, I went to my father's wedding alone. When I got home, I found my husband on the couch, crying endlessly. He looked at me and pleaded, "Do you promise you'll never leave me?" I already knew what was coming. "Of course I promise," I said. "Let's go upstairs to talk." In bed he said it. "I cheated on you." I demanded to know who. He finally told me. I snapped. I jumped on top of him and started throwing punches. He ran out of the room with me in hot pursuit, fueled by a 19-year-old's rage. I ran to the windows and threw every piece of his clothing out onto the second-story lawn. He stood at the top of the stairs and finally admitted it had been going on for 6 months. I demanded his wedding band. He handed it to me. Then I shoved him as hard as I could, right down the entire flight of stairs. He landed on all fours. As he tried to stand, I raced down and kicked him in the balls so hard they should have become his tonsils. He scrambled out the front door and ran up the street, bent over, holding himself. I wasn't done. I drove to her house. It was 2 a.m. Her fiancé answered the door. I said, "Can you tell her she can have my husband since she's been fucking him for 6 months? Here is his ring." I left and went to my mother's, a hysterical mess. He begged me to return for 3 weeks. I refused and filed for divorce. I was 20. He and the woman he cheated with broke up. Instead, he knocked up her sister and had a baby with her. He also tried to file attempted murder charges on me. The cops just laughed at him and told him it was a civil matter. The end. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more.